Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I come before the court today to prove once and for all that my client, the hot dog, is in fact guilty of being a sandwich. You see, over the course of this trial, all the prosecution has done has offered what they believe a sandwich is not. They said, Your Honor, a hot dog cannot be a sandwich because that would open the floodgates. If a hot dog is a sandwich, then so is a taco. Wraps, burritos, all sandwiches, and by God, maybe a pizza's an open-faced sandwich. And what would we be then? But what if I told you, Your Honor, that not only is a hot dog a sandwich, but so is everything the prosecution has used to prove my client's non-sandwichism. This, ladies and gentlemen, is John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, otherwise known as the inventor of the sandwich. Now, the Earl was a busy man, and he would often have his assistants bring him meat placed between 2 slices of bread so that he might continue working while also enjoying his meal. And so I posit to you, the jury, that if we look at a sandwich from an originalist perspective, it necessitates 3 fundamental criteria. It must be made up of a bread or bread-adjacent sustaining mechanism, wherein 1 or more complementary ingredients other than a 3rd piece of bread must be nestled, and the entire arrangement must be portable. Now, even looking at this very strict and traditional definition, not only would a hot dog be a sandwich, but so would a taco and a burrito. Though you may say, hold on, bread cannot be flat. Well, I'd like to introduce you to a man named Rabbi Hillel the Elder, who will teach you a thing or two about unleavened bread. Similarly, even if we use a corn tortilla instead of a flour tortilla, you may say corn isn't bread. Corn can't be bread. Cornbread. But I digress, Your Honor. The prosecution's main argument hinges on the fact that a hot dog cannot be a sandwich because it is a single piece of bread sliced down the middle instead of 2 separate pieces of bread. But to that I ask, ever heard of Subway? See, now, those don't look like 2 separate pieces of bread to me. That looks like 1 slice of bread sliced neatly down the middle, and I don't think anybody here is going to argue that Subway does not sell sandwiches. Moving on. Let's address the elephant in the room. The open-faced sandwich. What if I told you, ladies and gentlemen, that the prosecution's star witness, the open-faced sandwich, is in fact not a sandwich at all, by the virtue of the fact that it is not portable and not at all sandwiching anything together? So no, Your Honor, the prosecution does not need to worry about a hot dog being an open-faced sandwich or a pizza being an open-faced sandwich, because an open-faced sandwich is a pizza, and therefore not a qualified witness in the slightest. And in sum, Your Honor, my colleagues have argued that a hot dog is not a sandwich. A hot dog is a hot dog. If somebody asked you to bring them a sandwich and you brought them a hot dog, well, that would be unacceptable. It would be unthinkable. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have brought you a sandwich here today, and that sandwich is my client. I rest my case.